What's up everybody? In this video I'm going to show you how I fixed one of the most frustrating problems in Excel. Dates that look perfectly normal but completely break your formulas. If you're learning Excel for data analysis, this is something you'll run into sooner or later. Together we'll investigate why it happens, test different theories, and finally uncover the real problem. If that sounds good to you, grab your favorite drink, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. This course is completely free, but if you find it helpful, consider hitting the like button, leaving a comment below, and subscribing to join me as I document my journey to becoming a data analyst. Alright, enough talking, let's jump right in. The first thing I did wasn't fixing anything, I investigated. I used isNumber because Excel stores every real date as a serial number behind the scenes. If isNumber returns true, Excel recognizes it as a real date and vice versa. You're looking at text pretending to be a date. Next, I asked a different question. Was Excel the problem or was I using the wrong regional format? So I tested it with date value. Boom, hash value error. That error wasn't random, it was evidence. Okay, so what I'm doing is testing the output of different formatted dates. Like I said, there's MDY format and DMY format. So I want to see which one is compatible with my original Excel. Then I filtered every broken date that can only be corrected manually. One corrupted value like this can quietly break an entire dashboard. Okay, so the problem with this kind of dates is that these dates have a mixture of letters and unnecessary numbers before them and after them. So what I'm doing is just deleting the necessary letters and the numbers and only remaining with the relevant parts. And as you can see in the process, others get left aligned while others get right aligned depending on the original format of my Excel. So I did one final test using two different types of dates formatted differently, one formatted as MDY while the other formatted as DMY. The one formatted as MDY gave me a number as the output, while the one formatted as DMY gave me an error, which only means one thing. My original format for Excel is formatted as MDY, guys. Okay, after thorough investigation of my dates column, I realized the real problem was my Windows regional settings. So I wouldn't change my Windows regional settings because the workbook might later be opened by someone in the US. Instead, I would transform the data inside Excel so it becomes a real date regardless of my regional settings. The option I took was using text to column. Excel is surprisingly good at converting DMY text into real dates when you explicitly tell it the source format. And this is exactly why I created a separate date column. I never touched the original data. In data analytics, your raw data is evidence, your clean data is where you experiment. Now here's the interesting part. Most people think text columns is only for splitting names or separating data, but analysts use it for something much more powerful. I'm choosing delimited even though I'm not actually splitting anything. I'm simply using Excel's conversion wizard. Notice I've unchecked every delimiter. I'm telling Excel don't split any data. I only want you to reinterpret it. Remember when date value kept returning a hash value error? That's because Excel was reading these dates using the wrong regional format. By selecting DMY, I'm explicitly telling Excel treat the first number as the day, the second as the month, and the third as the year. One click and just like that, text becomes real dates. But I don't trust Excel that easily anymore, so let's verify it. It will return a true, which confirms These are now genuine Excel dates. And that's the lesson I wish I learned sooner. If your data looks correct but your formulas don't work, the problem might not be your formula at all. It might be your data type. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment if you have any questions, and subscribe for the next video. Bye.